So yeah, she's pregnant. They've been together for a couple years. He's around her age. He's really so they're never gonna watch this because no one knows that I really do YouTube. I mean, they know, but they don't know who I am or anything. He's real kind of goofy, like just a silly dude, but he seems so nice. And my sister, look, I love my family, but all the women in my family are like the. So you ever see a video online where some large woman is screaming in someone's face and getting up in their face, and maybe they're throwing things, they're cursing, they're being really aggressive, like shouting in other people's faces, disrespecting people. That's all the women in my my family. My mom and both of my sisters are like that. They're all a little bit bigger, and they're all extremely aggressive and sometimes really nasty. Like last time we went to dinner together, my one sister said literally one thing about my other sister, and they were gonna fight in the parking lot. Like they lost it. Like they were gonna cursing each other out after we just had a nice meal. They were cursing each other out, ready to get into a fist fight. And it's like that's them. That's my family. So it's odd to me that he's such a goofy, nice, kind, gentle dude, and my sister is so aggressive. So I think that she is definitely like the pants wearer, so to speak, which is fine. I'm like that too. I'm very passive in relationships. I prefer to be with someone who has, like, I don't want to decide where we go to eat every night. You decide. I'll do whatever you want to do. I'm very passive in that regard. But it just surprises me that that's who she kind of has ended up with. They seem excited. They seem happy about it. I think they'll be okay parents. I mean, they're young. I don't think they have a lot of knowledge about what they're doing, and I don't think it was intentional. I think they just sort of got pregnant. I don't think they planned it. The Migo has decided to come for us, which is interesting because you would think it would attack the. Oh, it already did. It just didn't attack the searchlight, so it destroyed the turret. Uncle Murder. Yeah, I'm actually already Uncle Murder. I do have. My brother has a daughter who comes to the house. We need to go faster. I will not allow him to hop in our car. This Migo is like, you need to stay away from me. So I am an uncle. I do have a niece. She's oh geez, she'll be 7 this year, I think. She was in kindergarten before coronavirus really kicked off and started to be an issue where they couldn't go to school and all that stuff. She's a good kid. I just don't have a lot in common with young children. I'm 32, not exactly with it or whatever. So I think we're going to head over here because it's the nearest biggest town. We're going to kind of settle on the outskirts, see if we can just find a house to live in overnight, that sort of thing. Starting with the vehicle is great. Starting with the plate armor and all that is great. It will insulate us from a lot of damage. It's really a priority, though, that I find antiseptic. It's really the only thing we're missing. That's a crow's turret. Crow's turrets are lethal. What is this? Military helipad. So probably a military base of some sort. This is the 5.56 turret. We do not want to mess with this. We don't want to be anywhere near this. They have quite a range on them. I think they can fire like 20. Oh, I always mix up the turrets. I don't want to say what I think their range is because it might be completely wrong. But they can fire quite a range, and we would really rather not mess with that. You hear pa-pow, pa-pow. What are you shooting at me already? What are you shooting at? There are burner zombies here. I think. Didn't they make military zombies and turrets not hostile to each other? So it wouldn't be shooting at that. It must be shooting at us, which is bad news. Let's turn immediately and put more distance between us. Thankfully, there is a big field here, so we don't have to actually get close to it. Flying projectiles destroy several items. The burner zombie dies. So they are killing the zombies. That's interesting. Because I thought the cop zombies were not hostile to robots, and I thought the military zombies were not hostile to turrets. I must be misremembering that. Or maybe the burners just weren't updated to be on that faction or something. I really don't know. So this looks like just a helipad. It's super interesting. I've never seen one. If I could just get eyes on like the main body of it, I'm curious if there's a helicopter there. We can't see. There is a building, like a hangar. I doubt there would be a helicopter in there, right? Because how would you... I guess you would just drive it out the way you would drive other things out. It's an interesting location, but with the turrets there's really nothing I can do about that. Only time they don't shoot each other is some lab turrets versus lab zombies. Otherwise, shoot all of the things. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I thought I had read something, but again, it all blurs together and I forget stuff all the time, so it is what it is. I'm going to continue here. Again, just going to settle on the outskirts of town. This looks like a smaller town, so it might be a good place to set up shop. Hate that there's a railway station right here. They generate a lot of monster density. Maybe if we settle like here, we're far enough away, we're not going to get a lot of the riffraff coming over. Maybe. If there's a field here, maybe we can just drive up to the outskirts over here. Alternatively, there is an evac shelter up here. We could just go up there and live. Because it's usually somewhat isolated. It depends what's over there. If we see fields, we'll maybe pursue that. Oh, I should save the game. I haven't done that. I don't think. Usually I save between episodes, but streaming is, you know, different. Another roadblock. Oh, joy. It's only like the 5th one. We really need to come through here. It's the non-lethal one. And last I checked, the non-lethal one doesn't make you lose control of the vehicle. So I think I'm going to try to run over the turret. Which is dumb, but I'm going to do it anyway. Another Migo as well. Man, we're seeing a lot of the same things over and over. Interestingly, the turret appears to be something we can knock back with our vehicle instead of destroying. So that's interesting that they're not... Even though they're flagged as immobile, they can still be moved. They seem to be shooting the Migo. Let's just drive by and not even deal with it. I would like to... Oh, too zoomed. I would like to get access to the corpses because they're going to have military gear on them most likely. Here comes the Migo. I really need to get over one more. We can't. Okay, back it up. I don't want the Migo to close ground with us. I can't. We'll clip the vehicle. How damaged is our car? What's the front end look like? Because this is the one I hit the trees with. Everything's in perfect condition. The wheel is damaged. That's bad. We really don't want to lose a wheel. And it's on the same side that we would be plowing into the car with. I can't lose the vehicle. If we go at the bottom... We're still going to hit the vehicle, but it'll be on the opposite side, so it won't damage the tire any further. If we kill the Migo, then the turrets... Let the Migo kill the turrets. Are you coming to fight me, or are you going to fight the turrets? Let's just hang out for a second and watch what he does. He killed the turret. Good. Did you kill both? You did. Okay. So now... We just back up, and then we hit the Migo with our car. Because screw that Migo. Actually, before we do that, we close the doors, because we don't have a death wish, and Migos are terrible. Hop in the vehicle, and it should be coming right at us. Just hit him. Boop. Okay, killed the Migo. Migo dies. Excellent. So no more turrets. So this does mean we get access to the equipment here, so let's just chill and let our vision come back to normal. And yeah, great. We get to loot the bodies, probably have guns on them. Shotgun with a ton of fouling, which we'll take just because. We do have a shotgun already, so we'll just take the bullets from it. The riot helmet would be nice if we did not already have a proper medieval helmet on, so don't need that necessarily. Check these bodies as well. I did see, oh, it was a rainbow trout. Not really a concerning enemy. You know what? We'll grab the baton. Why is it? Oh, it's not. It's telescoped in. Okay. Take the heavy duty flashlight. Everything else can stay. It's just too damaged to be valuable. Cash card, two-way radio we'll take. Tack gloves are pretty great, but this one's quite damaged and we can't really repair it. I guess we take it, just because. Expendable baton. So these appear to be more cops, which makes sense. They're more cops than military because these are non-lethal. They're non-military turrets. These are more like riot control, something you would disperse as a civilian police officer, or not a civilian, as a police officer looking to govern a civilian body, to take care of govern is not the right word either, my brain today. To keep the civilians in line, obviously you're not going to deploy 223 turrets. Another shotgun, better condition, less fouling. Don't really care that much about it though. Riot armor also pretty good. I just don't have a need for it when I have the plate armor. We'll throw it in the trunk, I guess, because as the plate armor and the mace take damage, we're not going to be able to fix them. So they just have to kind of stay until we're ready to do that. Go ahead and drop all of this. Cash cards aren't stacking again for some reason. Always a bummer when that happens. Pop out, grab the last little bit of loot here. So give me the gun, cash card, and riot armor. And go ahead and wield the riot armor because it's too big. Oh, it wielded the gun. Okay, I don't care. Put everything in our trunk. Great. Don't need the hatchet anymore either. Wield the mace again. And I wouldn't hate keeping a shotgun in our inventory, but we're pretty limited on space at the moment. 22 rat shot turrets. I don't really... I guess... I don't know how to feel about 22. In the game, 22 is terrible. But obviously in real life, you can kill a person with 22. It's not like... you know, even basics... Like, you can kill somebody with a BB if you catch them right. But, you know, 22 is a... It is a bullet, so I don't know. You do you. You go implement 22 turrets. People will be mad at you because they're expecting tons of 5.56 rounds and they'll get all this garbage 22 rat shot, which I think will be funny. But let's unload the gun here to get these shots. What is the other shotgun we picked up? It's not as valuable as the Mossberg. What was it? Looking for guns. Did we not bring the shotgun with us? It's not here. I thought I had a shotgun. It had shotgun in the name, didn't it? Oh, okay. So we must have left that somewhere. That's not a good decision. Because we would have liked to have had a shotgun. We have picked up quite a bit of ammunition, which is nice. We don't have any of those guns. And we only have the one... Where'd the other shotgun go? Oh, it's in my inventory. Okay, reload. And we'll just call that as our ranged weapon for the time being, I guess. Artillery shell turrets. See, now that, I feel like, might not be funny. That might be something that's a smidge too much. They did remove the tank drones and stuff. And I don't think it was for the fact that they were, like, super damaging and dangerous. I think they removed them because they just weren't very realistic at current technology levels. So I'm sure you could make an argument for adding more artilleries and tank bullet type enemies into the game, but I think that'd be a terrible decision. And it would frustrate and murder new players, which is never good in my opinion. Did you have M1006 on them? A low velocity left lethal. So these are the sponge rounds. They do 20 damage? That's interesting. So I don't see any reason to loot those. And that's all the corpses. Let's take a look at the vehicles. I mean, we have a vehicle, so there's really no reason for us to do this. Unless they have things in their trunk. This one doesn't. This one does not either. Yeah, so I think we back up to a point where we can safely get in line with this and drive without hitting the trees, or we go down here and bump this vehicle out of the way. I'm not super thrilled with either of those. I guess we backtrack a little bit. Murder, I need to sleep. It's 1 a.m. here. Good night, Drunken Slender. Thanks for coming on. I appreciate it. Uh, and Levian Fiend says sleep is a myth. More mutagen. Ah, ah. Sleep, sleep is for the dead, my friend. I don't touch this stuff. I don't sleep, except for I do. I'm heavily medicated, so I sleep, which is not quite the same as mutagen, but you know, it counts for something probably. So we want to get as close as we can. We really ought to, you know what? Stop the vehicle. Smash this mirror. I don't want this mirror here. They're always getting in the way. I'm always clipping them on things anyway, and it's like embarrassing because then you're like, oh, I can't even drive without clipping my mirror. Need to get closer here. There we go. So we should be able to get by the barricade at this point without actually crashing into anything, which is great. Which is great news. So we will... Oh, we're still going to hit it? Oh, no. Okay. I mean, how resilient is this barricade? Pop out. Not that resilient. So when we hit the vehicle, it should move out of the way. It did not move at all. I mean, I should be able to just bump you out of the way. It literally is immobile. Let's go faster. Hopefully I'm wearing a seatbelt. Okay, we did manage to move the vehicle, so that worked out. We also need to move down while we can tilt the car. There's no trees to our north, so we were safely able to get by there. Not the most elegant thing in the world. A third Migo. Seeing an awful lot of Migo today. Goodness. Just ignore him because screw that guy. Migo are the worst. A fourth Migo. Oh, what is this? Oh, it's the Migo. Of course there's a Migo encampment. Are you like a really scary Migo? You're not. Okay. We don't want to be anywhere near this. There are NPCs in there. If you don't know... Man, there's a lot of NPCs in there. If you don't know, the Migo place is like definitely an end game location. I would not recommend you ever go there in the early game. Even if you start in the Migo encampment, because there's a scenario that lets you start there, I recommend just leaving immediately. It's too dangerous. Migo are too dangerous. We're not equipped to go in there. We're not equipped to rescue these people, unfortunately. It would give us a lot of NPCs, which do have some amount of value, but we just can't. We need to blow past this as quickly as possible. Thankfully, he did not pop in our door because I just noticed our door is open. And we're going to just get as far away from there as possible. Would certainly explain why we're seeing so many more Migo than we normally do. And we should be safely away at this point, so not too much concern there. Which is good, because if the wrong type of Migo had come outside, they could have killed us pretty easily. So I'm glad that we were able to get through there. Good time to save the game again. Where are we on the map? We're getting there. We're almost there. A lot of driving today. I'm not used to having a vehicle this early in the game or driving such long distances. I generally don't ever really get that far from where I start the game. I usually settle in pretty close to wherever I start. What is this building to my south? Oh, it's the ranch. It has the field or the pond and everything. Not a hugely impressive location as far as like value for our character. We could go settle there, but I'd prefer to settle closer to the building. Another little spider area. Again, not really something we're going to get value out of at the moment. Swamp, also bad. Again, wasps and things. More road work. I do like the road work specials, or what are they called? They're not specials. Extras. I do like those. I think that they, you know, make the world a little bit more... It's just different, right? Instead of seeing the same thing over and over, it breaks up some of the monotony. Interesting that there's a soldier zombie here already. I would like to kill you. If we could get a good rifle early. Although I think they changed them so they don't drop rifles anymore. Not 100% on what exactly they did to soldier zombie equipment. I know it was reassessed recently when they changed the military barricades. They altered the way that they drop weapons and stuff. I think their loot is largely unchanged, but they don't drop the same weapons. Whereas, you know, like a month ago, they were the best place to find a gun in the early game. So I do sort of want to hit you with my car. Let's hit him. Hit him. Get him out of here. Oh, destroyed our quarter panel. That's not great. And he's just sort of bouncing off because we're going so slow. Oh, and that's a cul-de-sac. So we're not going to be able to settle right here. Unless we want to hoof it by the rail station all the time. Don't even do this. Let's just get out of this little town. There's a big vehicle there. And there's not that much monster density. We're right on the swamp. Oh. Should I settle here? We could get infinite cattails. We could hit the ranch. There's probably animals there for meat. But it puts us in close proximity with this railway station. And we'd still have to hoof it a fair distance to town. Although we have a vehicle, so do we really need to hoof it to town? I don't think so. Maybe we will settle here. We only saw like 8 zombies. Still a little bit much for me to be taking on right this second. So let's spin our vehicle around. Because we're quite injured and we still never found any antiseptic. Let's just, you know what? If this soldier zombie is going to come, we should just try to hit him with the car again. You hear beep. Yeah. Is that because I'm backing up, I assume? Oh, the zombie did not come over here. Soldier, if you would kindly... He can't see us. Okay, if you would kindly come over here. He's stuck on the vehicle. Okay, I mean, our mace is strong enough to get through his armor. I just thought if we could hit him with the car, it'd be a lot easier. Cash card, 2-way radio we'll take. Let's go murder this guy. Really not a lot of monsters here, so not super worried about that. Severe pain is an issue. Oh, and I'm just now noticing our strength is terrible. Hit for 5 damage, hit for 9 damage. Let's back up and shoot him. I don't want to deal with him. Go ahead and give me the Mossberg. Store in inventory. And bang. 51 damage. Yeah, would have taken... Yeah, ignore the attack. Would have taken... Oh, we grazed him. 10 melee attacks just to deal that amount of damage. So he did not drop a rifle, but he did drop 3 MREs. MREs are nice. He also has an ESAPI vest. I guess I'll take it. Nothing else super interesting here. No real solid armor, although we're okay as it is. Give me the mace. Oh, we don't even have enough inventory for... Why? It says I can pick it up. Why is it saying I don't have enough capacity? It literally says I have enough capacity. I have 8. 10.54. Why can't I pick this up? Nico Girl 2K is now following. Hey, thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. Thanks for stopping in. No pockets large enough. Oh, that's right. I'm still not used to accounting for space of things like that. So let's unload our sling, which should hopefully free up. Stop wielding. No, don't wield anything. Why does unloading make me wield them? And it just put them back in the sling. Okay. I wanted the gun to go in the sling. Okay, this is a little annoying. Give me the mace back. No, let's just drop stuff. Also, the heartbeat. Stop with the heartbeat. Zombie spotted. Yes, okay. I'll fight the zombie. Hello, zombie. You're ruining my day, zombie. Okay, and because the mace is unwieldy, we are going to struggle a little bit with stamina in the close combat situations. So that's not great. But it is what it is. So let's dump this stuff in our vehicle. We will at some point sort out our vehicle's contents. I don't know if that's something I'm really interested in doing at the moment. So we're just sort of dumping all of our garbage in this one little bin we have. Probably should at least separate it out into food so we could just throw the food in the fridges so we don't have to worry about, that whole thing. But I guess it'll be fine. So, alrighty. So, yeah, town seems pretty empty, which is more or less exactly what we want, because I don't really feel like dealing with a huge amount of monster density. Quite injured, still need a disinfectant. Let's start hitting houses, and we'll pick one. Probably this one because it's on the outskirts. It's close-ish to the other town that we're going to be looting a lot. And we need a base. We might as well just call this home. So let's try not to break the windows or anything. Hopefully no zombies will surprise us by smashing in through the windows. Hate that that doesn't have a curtain on it. That's still a huge point of annoyance for me when I find things that should probably have curtains and they don't. Display cases firmly sealed. Who puts a bottle of Chardonnay in a glass case in their home? What an odd alcoholic. Okay. Just loot around. Hopefully antiseptic. No. Heartburn medication. Not really. Not what I want. But that'll do. Also has a basement, which is pretty nice. It's a very aged bottle that deserves protection. Yeah, but if I smash the case, I'm just going to end up smashing the wine. I do really like Chardonnay, though. So if you're going to do it with a wine, I understand why it would be Chardonnay. Just generic clothing. None of it's really what we want. I mean, at this point, again, we have a full suit of armor. So I don't really foresee clothing and whatnot being a real issues. Yes, we have wine coolers for that. Yes. I've not... I think you meant a literal cooler that contains wine, but that made me think of wine coolers, which are disgusting beverages from my youth that I maybe shouldn't even have mentioned because it makes me seem old. Remember when Zima was a thing? No, me either. Okay. Football armor is interesting, but again, don't want it. Leather skirt, interesting, don't want it. I can't really see any clothing item that we're going to find that has value. A crossbow? What house is this that has a glass case with a crossbow and some wine? Freaking rich people, man. Binoculars are useful. Oh, did I miss a pair of binoculars? They are useful. I definitely want a binoculars. Small fridges to store only wine bottles. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. And a back scabbard as well, which is not really something I would wear, but it's cool to find. Where did I leave binoculars? Oh, there they are. Yes, definitely want binoculars. How much encumbrance is wearing a pair of binoculars? 2. Yeah, we can throw those on. That way I don't have to deal with them in my inventory when we have such limited storage space. We unfortunately have not seen any storage items in this building. I haven't seen a backpack or anything, which would be real nice. Real nice to find a proper backpack. There are pants and things around. We could make a makeshift knapsack, but I just don't really, I don't know if I'm going to do that. Absolute legends. Combat boots. Honestly, I don't like the boots in the game. I try to wear sneakers 90% of the time. The extra encumbrance, I don't know if it's actually a big deal, but it's always been something where I'm like, just wear sneakers, you know? Why wear boots? I don't like boots in real life. Hate boots. Definitely take the sponge. Soap. Antiseptic. Finally, yes. Great. Oh, you know what? Oh no, that was a different playthrough. I was going to say we found a first aid kit somewhere, which I forgot all about, but I don't think that was this playthrough. I think that was when we died earlier. We have a first aid kit? First. We don't. Yeah, so that was the other playthrough. But finding antiseptic, really good. It was really the only thing... Oh, don't drop those. It was really the only thing I was missing that I felt like I needed. Go ahead and reload our shotgun while we're out here as well. And we're quite injured. It would be nice to use a shot of antiseptic overnight to try and boost that health up a little bit. Kitchen, I don't really care about any of this. Honestly, we should just mark the whole house as unsorted and do it that way, since it's just going to be a bunch of stuff I don't really want to sift through individually. But I don't do that. It feels almost cheaty to do that. I know some people really like doing that. Lots of food. We're definitely going to settle in the kitchen because of the access to the stove. I usually try to leave that more or less where we find it. We probably will just mark this all as unsorted. Let's check the basement. Basements are cool. There's a gun safe there. Ooh, wood saw is a very good find this early in the game. Although we have a hatchet. But the wood saw is good for crafting a general repair kit or whatever it's called. Miscellaneous repair kit. Gun safe is interesting. We don't have, one, the technological skills to actually do anything with it, and we don't have the materials necessary to hack the thing anyway. This is one of the electronic variants. Obviously, I mean, I wouldn't know the first thing about that, and I imagine my character doesn't either. So let's head into the basement. Hopefully not a roach basement. You can see that with the full helm, we're basically blind in the dark. That is bad, and I cannot allow that to happen. Is it though? Why? I can see up here. Let's close everything up. Oh, it's a basement with snakes in it. I mean, that's okay because they will be edible. Let's close this up. Yeah, my vision radius is fine. Why is it when I went downstairs I couldn't see anything? That's odd. My dog is barking. I don't know at what. We were having some issues earlier with people knocking on our door and leaving because kids, I guess, or something. Let me check something really quick. 2.5 hours. I'm gonna take another break. I'm gonna go check on my puppers and probably smoke a cigarette and let the AC run for a minute because it's freaking hot. And yeah, I'll be back momentarily. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'll be back shortly. So thanks for bearing with me. I know some of you are going to bail. If that's when you bail, thanks for stopping in. I appreciate the viewership. I'll be back in a minute. Oh, actually, you know what? I changed my mind. I think we're going to actually just call the stream. So instead of doing another 5-minute break and then streaming for like another half hour, I think we'll just call it. So thanks to everyone who stopped in. We had a few extra followers today. Really appreciate it. Thank you for viewing. Hopefully everybody had a good time. And I don't know when I'll be streaming Cataclysm again, but hopefully in the near future. Remember to check out my YouTube, which you probably already know about if you're here. But I do have a YouTube channel, and we're going to be doing some, hopefully some more informational things in the future. Nico Girl says, boo. Yes, well, it's it is what it is. I mean, you know, if you want to keep posted on these streams, I do post every day that I go live. I post on Twitter, and I also post in the Cataclysm community Discord, so it's an easy place to find when I'm going to be streaming. And of course, Thursdays around this time, 5 p.m. EST to 7:30, 8 o'clock is when I will generally be streaming Cataclysm. So, you know, it is what it is. I know I should stream more, but it is what it is. So, thanks to everyone who came out. Hope you had a good time, and I'll see you next time.